Well, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Scout Prepper channel. So today, a gear review from a company called Exotac. And I know you may or may not have seen some of this stuff. The company is fairly new on the marketplace, but they seem to be making a big impact. They make fire starting stuff and some other camping and survival gear, but primarily fire starting gear. And the deal is, it's a little high, but it's kind of pro grade because it's all machined aluminum. So whereas a lot of guys on the market may have a fire starter, a fire rod, ferro rod that's a plastic handle with a little thin rod, Exotac has stepped it up a notch by going with machined aluminum, big thick rod, and it's replaceable. So it's not something that you just use once and throw away. It's not something you use all season and throw away. It's something you can keep it rolling. So that kind of justifies what it is. To give you a ballpark, the Tinder tin, which is some shavings, and they also make splinters of fat wood, just about $6.50, but $20 to $30 on some of the other, on most of their other items. And yeah, that's a little high for a ferro rod, and that's a little high for a match case and stuff like that. But again, it's machined aluminum, it's precise, it's kind of upper level gear, and that's kind of what I was looking for. I saw, one time on camera, if you watch Crockett 20, and I know a lot of you guys in the preparedness circle do, he went out with his with a cold weather, freezing weather camp out, and his little ferro rod broke. How many times has that happened to you? It's happened to me. I've had the Kershaw strikers to light my fires. Those are great, but of course, because it's a thinner rod, it's smaller, and it's a low price point. It's $7 or $8. They can break on you. Well, if it's a survival situation, that might be a bad thing. And in most cases, you're going to be using this gear in a survival situation. So as you know, I'm a big hunter, and I also do emergency preparedness and what have you. And I thought, well, if I'm going to have something out there in the field, I pay for the expensive gun, I pay for the expensive pack, I pay for all this good stuff in my hunting world, in my prepper world, in my law enforcement world, my gun world. Why would I have amateurish survival gear? That's the last ditch. If you're getting to that stuff, something's gone really wrong in the day. So, Exotac, there it was for me. And I spent the money and I got some of the stuff, and I'm not disappointed. They really aim to please. So let me go through kind of end to end what these items are. Check out their website. I don't have any affiliation with the guys, but they do seem to make some good stuff. That's what I know so far. So we start off here with the Matchcap XL. XL meaning this is the larger one, and yes, there is a smaller one. I actually wanted the smaller one, but I couldn't find it in OD green, or olive as they call it. I really like the olive color. I bought these 3 items all in olive. I did pay a couple extra bucks because it was in olive, because it seems to be the rarest color of the ones they produce. Now they're making all this stuff. It appears in black, blaze orange, what they call gunmetal gray, and then OD. And I like the olive the most, just my personal preference. So you have a waterproof match case that's machined aluminum. Again, there's nothing wrong with the plastic stuff, but this is pretty durable. It has a striker pad on the bottom with some super coarse sandpaper. It comes with an extra disc to replace this, and they sell other discs to replace this. So again, this is something that you can use for years and years. I don't know how it would ever get damaged unless somehow you crushed it on a fall. So as you see, it has an internal striker in here as well, some more sandpaper, which they sell if you need more. It's sealed by an O-ring right there, so it keeps your matches dry, and it's big enough to hold quite a few of the lifeboat matches, those stormproof matches. I put 20 in there, no problem. So you have an external and an internal striker. By the way, that's inside the O-ring, so it would remain dry, as you see. Machined aluminum, everything's precise. Now you have a match case, no problem. It's light, it's less than an ounce, and it can fit in your pocket. You see it in my hand, very small. So this can go on your person to always have some fire capability, along with some of this, with you when you're out in the field or in your survival gear or what have you. So moving on to the Tinder tin, they make this in 2 versions. This is Tinder tin shavings, and then they make Tinder tin splinters. I got the shavings first, no big deal. I'm going to own both of them. It's a screw lid tin can, which is also a survival item within itself, and in there you see tons of fat wood, super dry shavings. Now the can itself doesn't have an O-ring in it, not the end of the world. You can put a piece of tape around it, but the screw lid does have threads long enough to make it, in my mind, pretty darn waterproof. I can't imagine that leaking, but I will put a piece of tape, duct tape all the way around mine, just to keep it going. So there's some Tinder. Okay, Next up is this item, which is the NanoStriker XL. They make several versions of this. The NanoStriker, the NanoStriker XL, the PolyStriker, which has a polymer frame, which is also lighter, and the PolyStriker XL. So I wanted with the aluminum because I felt like it was a lot more durable. Although we have polymer guns these days and they don't break. I don't have anything against polymer. I just wanted to get the aluminum. So this is kind of a setup that you take apart. Basically an O-ring seals your ferro rod from water. Not that that really matters. You can dry them out if they get wet, but it is handy. So you unscrew it and there's your ferro rod. The striker is on the back. It comes with a striker, and yes, you can use the back of your knife. It is also sealed with an O-ring. You can take the three parts apart. You can screw the base now into the other side to use as a long handle, and then you use the striker, as you see there, I've been doing, on your, at a 45 on your rod. And of course, again, you can use your pocket knife. It does have a hole in the end, if you can see that, for a lanyard. So I like this. This is really cool. Less than an ounce, or right at an ounce, and the rod itself is replaceable. So if something goes wrong or you break this or you wear it out, I think the package says it's 5,500 strikes, so it's a lot of fires to start. You may not like a lighter, you may not want to carry matches, you might like just using a ferro rod on your Tinder all the time, so no problem, more power to you. If that's your system, I think you get a lot of fires or strikes out of that bad boy. So I'll seal this back up just to show you how it goes, and there you have it. It's tiny, so you can hang that from your pack with the tab or the lanyard hole, or you can just put it in your kit, put it in your pocket, what have you. It's about the size, and yes, I used to smoke. I smoked for a long time, but it's about the size of a cigarette, if that gives you an idea. It's a little fatter than a cigarette, but about that length. Not that I encourage smoking, because I quit. But okay, moving on, kind of the big brother to the NanoStriker is the Firerod. The little more expensive, $3 more for the Firerod, but what you have is a Tinder capable ferro rod. The bezel doesn't unscrew to hide it. It's exposed all the time, no big deal. Rated at 7,500 strikes, a lot bigger, replaceable, again, rod. So this is replaceable. If you wear this out or break it, you can put a new one in there. You can also keep a spare with you, which I thought would be cool. The trick on this one, on the Firerod, is it has a hollow O-ring cap, tail cap, and you can put your shavings or cotton fiber or what have you, whatever kind of tinder you can cram in there. Even saw a guy that's a buddy of mine, he had one of these and he broke up little cubes of fire starter that he had bought, commercial fire starter like wet fire. He broke it up and crammed it all in there, and then he just dumped out some when he needed it. Pretty cool. I'm going to put some of the shavings in there is how I'm going to use it. So this one does say, by the way, Halibus Bush Tools. Not sure. I think they did a promotion with them, but half the sellers, just so you know, on eBay and Amazon, that they don't just say Firerod, they say Halibus. My guy didn't even tell me it said Halibus, but I don't care. I don't care. So pretty cool. 1 ounce, I believe, and it's on the package. Yes, 1.09 ounces. 3.55 inches long and a 0.55 diameter. Can you see that on there? Okay, so that's the Firerod. Again, a lot more ferro rod for your money, but you don't get the cool all-in-one container that you get with the NanoStriker XL. So I like all these tools. If you're looking for some maybe upgraded and long life ferro rods, fire starters, match boxes, stuff like that, this might be the way for you. It's cool. It's a great gift item. Father's Day is coming. We're recording this early April of 2015. Father's Day will be here before you know it. So this might be a cool gift for Dad for Father's Day. It may be something that you're looking to put in your pack. Really could last a lifetime, because again, if you wear it out, they sell replacements, and it comes with some of the stuff replaceable. I think I forgot to mention it, but the Firerod itself comes with a lanyard and it comes with an extra O-ring, so that's cool. The NanoStriker, no extras. And the Matchcap, again, comes with an extra disc down here for a fire starter, and it comes with an extra O-ring for the seal. So pretty cool. Guys, that's the review. I appreciate the views and subscriptions. Keep them coming. As you remember, Scout Prepper is part of a 3-channel network. We do Scout Hunter, with the hunting adventures and gear and guns. We do Scout Prepper on the emergency preparedness stuff. We do Scout Tactical on the guns and gear. So check them all out and subscribe to all of them, please. Check us out on the web at scouttactical.com, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And as always, thanks for watching.